In Central Asia, the Taklamakan Desert looms, a place whose very name means the place of no return. This vast expanse of sand is both mesmerizing and terrifying, a testament to nature's raw power and beauty. For centuries, its endless dunes and brutal climate have symbolized nature's harshest extremes. The desert's unforgiving nature has tested the limits of endurance and survival. Towering sand mountains shift relentlessly, swallowing all in their path. The ever-changing landscape is a reminder of the desert's unpredictable and relentless nature. The sun scorches by day, and freezing winds bite by night. These extreme conditions create a hostile environment where only the toughest can endure. Rain is rare, and the air is bone dry. The lack of moisture makes survival a constant struggle for any form of life. Ancient Silk Road traders told tales of vanishing caravans and strange, haunting winds. These stories have become legends, echoing the desert's mysterious allure. The Taklamakan scale is staggering, hundreds of thousands of square kilometers of shifting sand. Its vastness is both awe-inspiring and intimidating. For generations it was seen as an impassable void, a place where life could not survive. The desert's reputation as a barren wasteland has persisted through time. Sandstorms can blot out the sun for days, and any water quickly vanishes. These storms are a force of nature, reshaping the landscape with their fury. Yet even here, the story of our planet is one of change. The desert, like the Earth itself, is constantly evolving. Could life ever return to this sea of death? For centuries the answer was no. The harsh conditions seemed insurmountable. But human curiosity and science were about to reveal a secret beneath the sands that would change everything. The potential for discovery and understanding is limitless, even in the most desolate places. For decades, scientists puzzled over the fate of rivers that mysteriously vanished at the edge of the Taklamakan Desert. These ancient waterways, once teeming with life, seemed to simply disappear into the endless sands, leaving behind only dry riverbeds and unanswered questions. Did the relentless sun simply evaporate all the water? Or was there something more mysterious hidden beneath the surface? The desert's silence offered no clues, but the question lingered. Where did all that water go? Some scientists dared to believe in a bold idea, a vast underground reservoir, a secret ocean buried deep below the sand, waiting to be discovered. It was a theory that seemed almost too incredible to be true. Undeterred by the harsh, unforgiving environment, teams of researchers turned to advanced technology. Using remote sensing, seismic surveys, and deep drilling equipment, they searched for answers in the heart of the desert, braving scorching heat and shifting dunes. For years, their efforts yielded nothing but disappointment. The desert kept its secrets well, until at last their instruments detected something extraordinary, a massive aquifer, hidden far below the surface. Beneath the endless sand lay a hidden ocean, a vast reservoir of water fed by ancient rivers that had vanished thousands of years ago. It was a discovery that would change everything. The scale of the find was astonishing. This underground sea contained more water than all the Great Lakes combined, a resource so immense it defied belief. But there was a catch. When samples were brought to the surface, scientists found the water was brackish, far too salty for drinking or for traditional farming. The promise of abundance was shadowed by a new challenge. For a moment, hope faded. What good was an ocean of salt water in a land desperate for life? The dream of transforming the desert seemed to slip away, yet where others saw a dead end, these scientists saw a new opportunity. They refused to give up, determined to find a way forward. Instead of trying to change the water, they asked a different question. Could life adapt to it? Could new forms of agriculture thrive in salty conditions? The answer would launch an extraordinary experiment, one that would test the limits of science, resilience, and imagination. They decided to work with the desert, not against it, seeking harmony with the harsh environment rather than trying to conquer it. The saline aquifer was not a barrier, it was the beginning of a new vision for the Taklamakan. A vision built on adaptation, innovation, and hope. The stage was set for a bold attempt to bring life back to the place of no return, transforming the desert's hidden ocean into a source of renewal for generations to come. The plan was radical: pump brackish water to the surface and create a new ecosystem. Traditional crops were out, so scientists turned to halophytes. Salt-loving plants evolved for harsh conditions. Species like cistanche and hardy grasses were planted in test plots. Against all odds, they thrived, drawing salty water from the sand and turning yellow dunes green. Next, shallow ponds were filled with aquifer water and stocked with salt-tolerant fish and shrimp. Algae fed the fish waste fertilized the water. This nutrient-rich water irrigated the halophytes, creating a closed-loop system. Plants filtered the water and stabilized the soil. The result? A self-sustaining cycle of aquaculture and agriculture. Even with salty water and sand, a living ecosystem began to take root. The desert's transformation had begun, not by fighting nature but by harnessing it. Patches of green signaled a fragile but real hope. The Taklamakan was no longer lifeless. The first victory in this monumental effort was stabilizing the ever-shifting sands. For generations, the desert winds had sculpted and scattered the dunes, making the land inhospitable and unpredictable. But now, a new chapter was beginning. Halophyte roots, tough and resilient, anchored the dunes in place, halting the relentless advance of the desert. These specialized plants were chosen for their ability to thrive in salty, arid soils where little else could survive. Shade from their leaves cooled the ground, creating microclimates that nurtured new growth. Through transpiration, these plants released precious moisture into the air, subtly shifting the local climate and making the environment more hospitable for other species. As these pioneering plants died and decomposed, they built up real soil, something the Taklamakan hadn't seen in millennia. Their remains enriched the sand, slowly transforming it into fertile ground capable of supporting even more life. Green patches expanded, connecting into corridors that formed a living shield against erosion. These corridors not only protected the land but also provided safe passage for wildlife, linking isolated habitats together. From above, geometric fields and shimmering ponds emerged from the golden sands, a testament to human creativity and determination. These patterns were carefully designed to maximize water retention and plant growth. The Sea of Death was slowly becoming an oasis of life. Where once there was only emptiness, now there was hope, color, and the promise of renewal. Pioneer plants paved the way for greater biodiversity, making it possible for a wider variety of species to take root and flourish. Each new sprout was a sign of progress and resilience. The project wasn't just about growing crops, it was about jump-starting a natural ecosystem. Scientists and workers introduced native species, carefully selecting plants that would restore balance and support local wildlife. With each passing season, the green carpet grew thicker and more vibrant, protecting the land from wind and sand and inviting new life to return. The desert was slowly but surely being transformed. The transformation was visible, tangible, and deeply inspiring. Locals could see the difference with their own eyes, and hope began to blossom alongside the new greenery. The desert's fate was being rewritten by a powerful partnership between human ingenuity and nature's resilience. Every tool, every seed, and every hand played a part in this remarkable change. The Taklamakan was changing, one root at a time, one season at a time, as life slowly reclaimed the sands. As green spread, the desert silence was broken by the sounds of life. Insects arrived first, beetles, bees, dragonflies drawn to flowers and ponds. Their buzzing formed the foundation of a new food web. Birds soon followed, stopping to rest, feed, and even nest in the unexpected oasis. Herons hunted in ponds, songbirds flitted among the reeds, birds brought seeds from afar, boosting biodiversity. On the ground, small mammals like foxes and hares ventured into the green. They found food, water, and shelter, signs of a complete food chain. The ecosystem was no longer just plants and fish, but a dynamic, interconnected community. Wildlife's return proved the restoration was real and deep. The desert was becoming a sanctuary, not a wasteland. The chorus of life replaced the silence of sand. The Taklamakan was alive again. The greening of the Taklamakan transformed not just the land, but also the lives and dreams of its people, bringing hope where there was once only struggle. For generations, local communities struggled against relentless sand, harsh drought, and persistent poverty, fighting to survive in a challenging environment. The saltwater agriculture project brought new jobs and skills, farming halophytes, managing ponds, and harvesting both fish and shrimp for the first time. Sustanche became a valuable crop, prized for its uses and economic benefits. Aquaculture provided both food and a steady source of income for families. Young people could now build meaningful futures at home, no longer forced to leave for distant cities in search of opportunity. The desert, once an adversary, became a true partner in prosperity and growth. People became stewards of the new oases, linking their well-being and future to the health of the land. Ecological restoration and human development now went hand in hand, supporting each other. The Taklamakan was now a source of hope, pride, and inspiration for all. The Taklamakan's story is a message of hope for the world. In an era of climate change and water scarcity, it proves even the harshest deserts can be renewed. The key work with nature, not against it. Scientists adapted to salty water, choosing plants and animals suited to the environment. This approach is a blueprint for sustainability everywhere. Life is resilient. Given water even salty, it returns with surprising speed. Our role is to spark regeneration, then let nature flourish. The Taklamakan shows deserts are not wastelands, but frontiers for restoration. Human creativity and natural resilience can build a greener, more sustainable world. The story written in these sands is one of enduring hope for generations to come.